focus this afternoon, India and the US finalized the crucial Basic Exchange and Cooperation Agreement or BECA today. The pact allows the sharing of high-end military technology, logistics and geospatial maps between the militaries of India and the United States. The US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo and the Secretary of Defense Mark Esper held talks with their Indian counterparts S. Jaishankar and Rajnath Singh respectively. The military pact will allow India to access US geospatial data. The information which is collected by American satellites will be useful in navigation as well as in targeting military assets. India will also be able to access classified US military-grade data. Indian Defense Minister Rajnath Singh said that BECA will open new avenues in information sharing.
I'm honored to be here with you alongside Secretary Pompeo for our third 2+2 ministerial address.
Now, for more details on this high-level ministerial meet, our principal diplomatic correspondent Siddhant Sibal joins us live from New Delhi. Siddhant, a very good afternoon to you. Tell us a bit about the key discussion points at the second day of the meet with special focus on China.
Well, Priyanka, I'm standing at Hyderabad House. This is the exact location where the meeting is taking place. Behind me is the building where the meeting is taking place, and there will be shortly press statements here around 2 p.m. Indian Standard Time. The big focus, of course, is on China. We saw the comments by the US Secretary of State. He talked about how India and United States should come together to deal with the challenge of the Chinese Communist Party. And in the press statement, we do expect the mention China and questions being raised about the Chinese aggressiveness. Of course, BECA is the big outcome, the key military pact. India has agreed to be part of it. It is the fourth foundational agreement, but also the focus will be on alternative supply chains, which of course will help diversify the current supply chains which have been dominated by Beijing.
Right. Siddhant, as you pointed out, BECA and the agreement, of course, remains the focus of the day. But interestingly, Mike Pompeo did say that India and US together must focus on the threats posed by China. So from this ministerial level meet, do we see a new alliance coming up between US and India to counter the threats posed by China?
Well, India has clearly said that no alliance India will be part of. India focuses on multipolarity, and that remains the top priority of New Delhi. But it looks like that India and US will be part of the closeness and part of informal groupings like the Quad grouping. We know that this is the second time that the US Secretary of State is in Asia. He was earlier in Asia earlier this month for the Quad meeting in Japan, and now here in Delhi, where he will be shortly speaking here. This, of course, will be his first public speech here in Delhi, and every word what he will be saying here in Delhi will be carefully noted in Beijing. But by and large, this is a reaffirmation and a celebration, in fact, of the closeness between Washington and New Delhi.
Absolutely. All right, Siddhant, thank you so much for joining us on this broadcast. We'll come back to you for more as more outcomes come from this meeting.